This was published on Reddit subforum No Sleep by user Zegan. Title: Tapping. Peter awoke to the sound of uneven tapping on his bedroom window. In a groggy haze, he rolled over on his side to check the time. Letting out a groan, the clock next to his bed read just past midnight. He rolled back over, closing his eyes, hoping that the sound would go away and he could return to sleep, but that wasn't the case. The tapping at his window grew louder and more rapid. Pulling back the covers, Peter reluctantly stepped out of bed to check on the sound. He gently rubbed his arms, surprised by the cold summer night. Still not awake, he stumbled over to the window. Tap, 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 the rhythmic tapping against the window like some persistent solicitor at the front door. Leaning over, Peter brought his face close to the window. Rubbing at his eyes, he let out a yawn as his brain made sense of what he was seeing through the foggy glass. There was a familiar face standing right outside his bedroom, tapping at the window with his finger. It took a minute for Peter's brain to catch up, realizing that the shirtless man outside was his father. With his eyes half open, Peter let out another yawn. What normally should have been a confusing sight felt like a surreal dream, and everything always seemed to make sense in his dreams. At least until he awaked. Tap, tap. Dot tap, his father continued rapping at the window. "What are you doing outside, Dad? It's late." "I know it's late and it's cold out. Let me back inside already." His father's voice seemed soothing and calm despite the furious tapping at the window. "Sure, Dad," Peter stammered out, pushing up on the window frame. The window creaked, holding firmly in place. He looked at the window, confused that somehow it could have bested him. Outside, his father moved his hand up to the middle of the window, continuing his rhythmic tapping at the window lock. "Oh right," Peter muttered to himself, reaching for the lock. Touching the freezing cold metal latch sent a chill through his spine, shocking him awake. The dreamy atmosphere shattered in an instant. The moment felt wrong. Why was his father outside? Dread crept into the back of his throat. His father had died 3 months ago. Breaking out into a cold sweat, Peter took a step back from the window. "Peter, open the window," the man shouted, losing his calm demeanor, tapping angrily at the window. "No," Peter whispered, taking another step away from the window. The man that looked like his father let out a hideous, inhuman sequel as his upper body seized up. His face twisted and contorted into a pained expression. Reeling back from the window, the man threw his head back with a snap. A line formed down the man's neck as his body pulled apart down the middle, revealing a maw of teeth. The creature's entire body vibrated as it let out a high-pitched yelling, running at full speed into the tree line behind Peter's house. Collapsing to the ground, Peter sat in a slump, staring out the window. There would be no more sleeping tonight or for many more nights to come.